Dollar flat, Asian equities sliding, and gold steadying after a sharp pullback. This morning covers Forex, metals, and index setups, with the biggest mover saved for last. Pound dollar is the strongest mover on the board today, with a strong bullish trend well established and the structure pointing clearly toward higher levels. With UK CPI on the calendar, the market is already leaning higher, and the trend suggests the path of least resistance continues firmly in that direction. Gold has steadied after a sharp pullback driven by rising bond yields and oil prices, and the bullish trend structure remains in place at the broader level. The path of least resistance leans toward higher levels from here, with the market more likely to recover toward higher ground as long as the support structure holds. Euro-dollar has been building a constructive structure on the bullish side, with price action holding above key support and momentum aligned to the upside. The trend leans higher, and the path of least resistance favors a continuation toward higher levels as long as the current structure remains intact. Dollar Swiss franc is trending higher with bullish momentum intact, reflecting growing interest in the franc carry trade dynamic and broader dollar resilience. The trend continues to lean toward higher levels, and the market structure suggests that pullbacks are more likely to be absorbed than extended. Canadian yen has been trending higher, with the bullish trend well established across recent sessions, even as Canadian dollar sentiment remains cautious around tariff developments. The broader structure continues to point toward higher levels, and the trend suggests the market is more likely to extend gains than reverse from current positioning. Euro-Swiss franc is trending higher with the bullish structure supported by shifting carry trade dynamics as investor focus turns toward the franc. The trend leans toward higher levels, and the market is more likely to continue building on recent gains while the current structure holds. Japan's Nikkei 225 is trending lower, consistent with the broader Asian equity weakness seen overnight, and the bearish structure appears to be holding firm. The path of least resistance continues to point toward lower levels, and the trend suggests any bounces are more likely to be faded than sustained. Dollar yen is showing a mild bullish trend at the broader level, yet the probable path in the near term is leaning toward lower levels as yen strength remains a theme and intervention risk keeps pressure on. The market is more likely to probe lower levels in the session ahead while that tension persists. Asian equities sold off sharply overnight, with circuit breakers triggered on South Korean markets, while the dollar held steady as Fed rate hike bets continued to ease. Gold found a floor after recent pressure from rising bond yields and oil prices. The single event to watch on today's calendar is US FOMC meeting minutes. Aussie dollar is in a strong bullish trend, though traders will be watching RBA Deputy Governor Hauser's commentary closely given the hawkish tone around inflation being too high. The structure continues to favor higher levels, and the trend suggests the market is more likely to extend toward higher ground barring any major policy shift in tone. That wraps the ForexBullion morning brief for Wednesday the 19th of August. Subscribe to the channel so the evening wrap lands the moment it publishes, where the check is whether those moves held into the close. This is general market information for educational purposes only, not financial advice.